That conversation got weird. I blame Doxy.
Definitely my fault.
Definitely your fault.
Josh.
Josh is not doing anything exciting. He's just finding bedrooms. Josh, guess what? You find a bedroom. It's at an inn.
Yay!
Yeah, the inn is called the Silencio. No, just kidding.
No! No! That would PTSD my character. Oh no!
We're all going to die here.
Try not to blow up the inn, okay?
It's not funny. It's
No
not
promises.
funny.
No promises.
It's actually called the Death Dealer. It's called the Death Dealer because of an old folklore story about, don't worry about it. It's a comfortable place to stay. I swear, it's safe. So anyways, Doxy.
Folk story about a gnome who traveled to this place called Silencio and blew them all up. Totally unrelated.
Does this inn have a tavern attached?
You were going to go to a tavern. Okay. Funny enough, you're actually very fortunate because they generally don't exist here. They exist in other areas. But it looks like maybe one of the off cousins or whatever it is was able to carry the name or just hasn't been hunted down by the rest of the family yet. But there happens to be a Glugmug establishment here.
A what?
A Glugmug tavern.
Glutton monk?
Nope. Glug. Mug.
Okay.
Glugmug.
Okay. I would go to there.
Okay, so you go to the Glugmug establishment. Now, your character would know what Glugmug establishments are because they serve the best grog because they have really good whiskey. They make the best whiskey, and so their grog is actually pretty good. When I say they make really good whiskey, I mean they make like really quality whiskey of all different tiers to appreciate anybody that can be appreciated by anybody who likes whiskey. When I say they make really good grog, it's fucking horrible. It is like offensively bad. Actually, even the smell of it, not like being in the room, but like having a mug like in front of you is like almost nauseating. But it's great for hobgoblins. They love that shit. It is so good. Either way. So it's a Glugmug establishment, which means that the design of the place is there's a wall of barrels and whatnot that are there that are all supposed to be filled with alcohol. There's the tables that you sit at are large, like barrels. You sit on barrel seats and whatnot. But it's not a real Glugmug establishment because the wall of like giant kegs of casks that is there is like a faux wall of casks. Like it's just like the front of them, but it's not actually casks stored indoors.
A franchise, not corporate.
Right? Exactly. So it's like you walk in, you're like, oh, it's a Glagmug establishment. Like, what is
Mick
this?
Hooters. Okay.
Yeah, right. It's slightly off-putting. Either way, you can go and enjoy yourself at this place. They'll still have decent alcohol. The whiskey's okay, and the grog is not bad.
Tell me about the bartender.
So because it is a Glugmug establishment, more often than not, they are hobgoblins. So this particular bartender happens to be a hobgoblin, and honestly, she's pretty good looking.
Okay. What about no, you know what? I would just sit at the bar.
Sure.
And be like, a grog.
They come over and they pour you one and say, surprised to see you drinking this.
I'm adventurous.
Looks like. And they walk away.
Are you having a good day for business?
Look, kind of like looks back and forth. There's a decent number of people inside the place. And, nods. Like, oh, there's people here. There's always people here.
Does she seem friendly and like she wants to talk, or does she seem like bartender friendly and doesn't want to talk?
Roll a perception empathy.
Sure.
You should
I
really
need to
empathy
fucking
focus.
spec into it. Yeah. It's perception empathy?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Fuck.
Just think that could have been an 11 if you had a focus.
Luck it.
You
A
could luck
D4
it.
can make a big difference.
That's true.
I'm gonna not waste it on this because there are other. Scott just told me that it's kind of busy in here. I want to find women.
I was going to say, how much luck do you have? I have it written here. You have 4 luck dice, just so you're aware.
That's fine. Those are clutch, and I'm not gonna fucking waste it when there's many other resources around.
You don't know, so you're gonna have to make your own judgment call on it.
I just want to find a group of women, or like a woman sitting by herself.
Behind the bar is a mirror, and in that mirror you see a woman sitting by herself.
Besides me.
She's not beside you. She is you.
I said besides me.
Moving on. So you look around, and there are definitely groups of people here. Mostly individuals are going to be dudes, not ladies, but there are group of girls over there or whatnot. This establishment isn't like only rough and tumble adventurers. It's just a place to go out and grab a drink. So and they do serve food here.
It's a Red Robin.
Yeah. God, those places are so disappointing. I've been to Red Robin like twice ever. I'm always like, well, that was a waste of money.
Yeah, they should really change the slogan, am I right?
Yeah.
Red Robin, yum. It's like, Red Robin. All right.
Red Robin, why not? It's right off the interstate.
I guess if there's nowhere better to go.
It's going to sound more sad. One of the 2 times I went, I was at, what's it called? Patriot Place, where there's like really nice restaurants because it's where the Patriots are and they're the best football team in the history of football. So it was just kind of, I guess we'll go there. Moving on. So you do our group of girls, so on and so forth. What's the what you're shooting for here, Doxy?
Girl talk.
Okay. Girl talk, and I get it. So you don't actually have to have individual conversation or whatnot for something like this because it's kind of generic. These aren't like persons of import. You can actually just roll a communications check to have this. Do you have a?
I'd just be like, ladies, I'm lonely. Where are the soldiers stationed?
Yeah. Do you have a particular focus you're gonna? Nope. Okay.
I don't need it.
Okay. And Doxy, guess
Apparently-
what? It was a long time ago. You guys haven't rolled stunt in a long time. Oklo gave another double stunt.
You have 12 stunt die, huh?
You rolled a 17 and you have 12
Flirt
stunt.
with 3 different people. Flirt with 3 different people.
Flirt with all of them.
I don't need to flirt. I just got a fucking amazing roll.
Hold on. But what can you do? Think about the good things you can
Can
do.
I
Both
just use this to
exploring
really
and
put
roleplay.
shit? Can I just give you this as advantage to use for my situation?
Well, hold on. Because you obviously don't need a flirt. You can ways to spend it. 1, sway the crowd. Literally, you've got the people to your favor. That leaves you with 10 left. What you can do at 10 is you can do a couple of different things. If you go from
You can
roleplay to
enrage
exploration,
You can enrage them twice.
to exploration, you can do like object of attention, resources at hand. That makes me wonder. Speedy
Actually,
or
resources
efficiency-
at hand. What if I do resources at hand and get fucking empathy?
There you go. Speedy and efficient search.
Object of your attention and resources at hand. So I'll give you a +1 to anything to do to find out about bases, and empathy so you can read people better.
Yeah.
Would give you it would give you a +3 on those rolls.
Damn, dude. Okay, hold on. Empathy
By the way,
3.
I did have ice cream. It's just Cumberland Farms ice cream.
Persuasion. Roll a die. Roll a d20. You have to have one. You're eating persuasion. You have to see how good it is.
Oh, I didn't get the joke, but now I do. It says peanut butter persuasion. Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Cumberland Farms ice cream. Who buys that? Unless you're really desperate.
I've never heard of that. So
I've also never heard of it.
Do you have Cumberland Farms in?
No, probably not.
I
I
always
don't
just
know.
bought
Obviously.
Friendlies when I lived on the East Coast. Their ice cream is good as shit.
What, Cumberland Farms?
No, Friendlies.
Oh, Friendlies. Oh, Friendlies is...
I love their ice cream. Super good.
If you go in, but not if you're like buying it at a store.
Oh, I like the cartons of it.
I'd rather Turkey Hill. Or like the good stuff. So I'm sorry, did you come to a conclusion?
Yeah, all those things Josh said.
Okay, all right.
Aw, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a bully.
No. I mean, like, I wasn't gonna use them anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, Chrisellen, and by Chrisellen I mean Josh. What stuff were you doing again? Object of your attention. Continue.
and then I got temporary +3 to empathy.
That was from object of your attention and resources at hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that technically means that you have 5 left. I think you swooned the crowd, which means you technically have 3 left, which you can use things like that makes you wonder or whatever it is, right? So why don't you roll me another or perception test?
Okay.
And this is going to be an empathy because.
Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. Let me reroll it.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Doxy, you pick up a whole lot of information and pretty quickly. You go over there, you said, girls, and daddy needs his, so on and so forth. It's so
I would also
cool.
be like, what is that? Play with magic. I want a dangerous boy.
Okay, that changes things from what I was going to describe. No, I can give that to you. Just change it up. Okay. So, first and foremost, you're like, daddy needs his neck. God, it makes me. I literally showed that clip to Brittany, and she's like, I feel uncomfortable. So yeah, you right.
Wait, did I say daddy needs his dick wet at some point? Because that sounds like some shit I'd say.
Super aggressively. It was like very rappy. So, anyways, you joke around with the girls, and they let you know. They're like, you don't understand. These army boys here are thirsty. And the reason for it is you come to the realization they're not typical soldiers, parallel soldiers. The army that fights along the border aren't trained soldiers or inclame warriors. They're hired mercenaries. They're paid to fight along the border. So when they come back here, they're not like, I'm just happy to be alive. I just want to get back to my family. And they're like, oh, this is the best. I got this money. I need some hoes. It's just how they are. So that you get that impression, but you're like, that's nice, interesting, but nice. I'm actually more interested in somebody who has like that magical touch. And so you kind of like try to figure that out. You come to the realization of like, oh, then maybe you're not looking for soldiers. Maybe you're looking for just like adventurers or people coming through that might be adept at that. And you're like, I'm thinking more along the war.
Tell me about both.
You're not really going to be able to. I will give you this with your amazing check because I've already given you a lot of information with that. You can get more information out of them without needing to roll again. Which would you focus on?
Army boys.
Yeah, I guess army boys, I guess.
Okay. You come to the realization that the soldiers that have the magical training are taking a step back from what I just described. They're not the mercenaries, but in fact, soldiers. Parallel soldiers. The thing that strikes you as unique about them is, whereas parallel soldiers are usually inclame warriors, people that are forced to fight, and so they're of many different races, mostly non-Perrin, all the people that they're referring to are Perrin. You pick it up by the way that they describe it, and it's almost one of those things like, whoa, girls, hold on. You mean it's telling me that all of them are Perrin? And you're like, oh yeah, I guess they are. And you're like, oh shit. All the magically adept soldiers that are actual soldiers that are fighting the war are Perrin, the race. Not other races, which means that most likely they're not typical inclame people. These are people that come from a background where they would be trained with this kind of stuff. The ones that are fighting on the front lines, typical go-tos, mercs. Adventurers and whatnot, you might have to find out a different way. This conversation and whatnot, like I said, happens pretty quickly, but the girls are also pretty girl.
Can I roll again to ask about adventurer boys?
You most certainly can if you want to stick with them. But like I said, they're getting pretty drunk. So it's more about trying to get information out of them that you understand. You already swayed them. So that's not an issue. It's more a matter of understanding them.
Okay.
Funny enough,
So
if you rolled with
just
a high
a flat
empathy.
communication then?
No. It's actually perception and empathy because you're getting information out of them and their opinions of it.
Okay.
You got a +3 there, Docs.
Woot.
And you have 4 stunt points.
Yep.
Look it. I think you should look it.
May as well.
I don't think I should. You guys.
You have
I
4.
think you guys played a little fast and loose with the luck dice.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I'm
Spend
a
him if you got him.
mercenary with luck. Spend it. Spend
Spend
it.
him if you got him.
Whatever
Doxy.
you say,
Spend him
Neil.
if you got him.
Whatever you say, Neil. And by Neil, I mean Doxy. Neil's like, guys, we only have 14 luck. Do we really want to spend one right now?
Really does not spend luck on
We have an
anything.
hour
This-
left to the session.
This kingdom roll determines everything. No luck. So it's like, all
Because
right.
I know
Doxy, may as well.
I know I have a
As long as
50-50 shot on this one.
Fine, I will do it. I
May as well.
think it's a waste, though. I do not stamp this decision.
Doxy
How do you
feels
like me now, boys?
Doxy feels validating because it's
13,
only
13 to a 14 is still a jump.
You're still amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
Aw. Doxy, can you do me a favor and roll me a tell me what you do your stunt dice with your empathy? Feel free to help again, Josh, if you'd like.
Guessing flirt is not appropriate here.
I mean, it could be.
It could be.
Actually, yeah, she'll look to one of the girls, the prettiest one, and she'll be like, "And would you like to join me if I find 2?"
Roll your communication seduction, which is strange that you don't have a 1 in. Not that strange, honestly. We didn't know it existed when we built the character.
To be fair, that 1 applies to all checks
It's true. You do have a plus
based
1.
for in that venue. So she gets a +1 on all
Get a plus
checks
1.
towards this thing.
And she be
That was a
drunk.
16 with
So-
5 stunt dice, but seriously, I don't need to use stunts right now.
No.
Oh, you don't get stunt on this part anyways.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you needless to say, you crush it. You
Oh,
beat her by
hey.
4. So she actually looks at you and says, "I'd join you if you only found 1." You get the impression it doesn't have to be anybody else.
She'll press a kiss onto that woman's forehead and say, "I'll find you later," and turn to find the boys.
It's literally one of those, like, her friends are like, "No, Susan, don't go," and she's like, "I'm going with her." She's like, "I'll come with you," and she'll like totally just join you to wingman.
I will hold hands with her then. I will interlock my hands with hers and go to find Laszlo.
What do you call a female wingman? I honestly don't.
Still a wingman.
I mean, doesn't that
Yeah,
feel?
let's not go down this road. There's some more vulgar.
Oh.
There are many things that this path can go down, and we should just cut the rope.
I am.
Cut
I am
the
a-
rope.
that's fine. We won't go any further. But I am a very vulgar, very dirty boy. I don't know any of them, so I cannot wait until this stream ends. So.
Scott, it's beef twin. I just made it up. I just made
Oh, I
it
was like, that
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
have a ring to it.
I was like, that's a new one I haven't heard. That's great.
I was like, doesn't.
Beef twin. Hell yeah, that's what it is from now on. I don't care anything.
I'll be your
Beef
fucking
twin.
beef twin. What up?
Yeah, let's.
I love it. That's
This sounds
great.
like something Doxy would say.
Man, I had some crazy long boob the other day, but my beef twin came right in.
Long boob, long boob.
All right, well, this has been fun. I'm just gonna keep watching this store, I guess.
If it's nighttime, Scott, we would have switched. So Oscar would be in the room at this point.
I still do need to roll a perception for that at some point here.
Oh, don't worry, we will. So,
know.
Doxy, so you go off with her, trying to find these adventure boys and trying to get information about them.
I would try to find Laszlo first and be like,
Funny enough, when you go looking for adventure boys, they might even point them out. Look at him. I bet he'd be fun.
"That's my
Hi."
companion. I assure you, he is quite fun, and you might want to approach him at some point."
She goes up to him and she does one of those runs the finger like from the hairline down the nose, like goes to go down the nose, like the goggles kind of get in the way. She's like, "What are these?" And she goes to pull them with her finger off of his face.
Oh, no.
No, thank you.
She's pissed drunk. Go for it.
It's not consensual, Doxy.
Oh, stop. It was consensual when I fucking kissed her head, all right?
I have to go look at a store. He would immediately leave. Just like,
I would look to her and put her hand around my arm and pat her fingertips and be like, he's shy.
It's okay if he likes boys. That's cool. And she like walks and goes looking for. You said specifically you want Soldier Boy so you can Superman that. Oh, Superman.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, a Soldier Boy for now.
Okay, so you guys go looking for Soldier Boys. Back to your perception checks there.
I would leave easy to follow tracks. And like Laszlo already knows the plan that I'm being led somewhere to find.
Yeah, the last time you were led somewhere wasn't exactly a good.
Do you
Yeah,
drop
I learned.
Skittles as you walk? Do you like?
No, like maybe I would dig my heel down in the dust or like.
It's a very busy town.
She has lipstick. Every so often, she rubs on a wall. There you go.
You can
Yeah.
leave tracks, by the way, with impressions. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying like, what kind of tracks you want to leave? It could be one of those
So
things.
she does a Christopher Walken in this spot, and then when she goes.
I mean, like
further-
every so many.
Oh,
every,
you quit it. That was funny, and I hate you for it.
Very good.
Unfortunately, I was talking over you and didn't get the joke. So don't go
Womp
back
womp.
though. I don't deserve it. So, anyways, you every so many blocks or so, you can like walk up to somebody and leave an impression. I don't mean anything too over the top, but you can walk up and just be like, "But this one's pretty." It's like some guy or girl that's there, and that would definitely make them be like, "Yeah, I remember her." I don't know if what you're looking for here, Doc. Sorry.
I like the lipstick idea. I would mark where I was going. I would scuff my feet
Okay, cool. So
and be generally loud, obnoxious, drunk girls. I would pretend to be drunker than I was.
you are all of my cousins.
I am zero Doxy. Not gonna lie.
I just mean like they're like opportunity to be more Bostonian. It's like, yeah, but you didn't grow up in Boston, so why do you sound like that? So you don't have to try to be stealthy trash. You know what I mean? Like, anyways. So you make your way along. You're gonna roll me that perception.
Uh-oh.
He lost to Josh.
I want to remind everybody that unfortunately Josh has been dealing with COVID-19. We thought he got over the hump, but unfortunately he did succumb to the disease. Rest in peace, Joshua.
We'll miss you.
Oh, he's back. Never mind. Sorry.
Don't be Josh.
Sorry. Yeah. So you, sir.
You're muted.
Roll me that perception.
Sorry.
You're okay.
Sorry,
Roll what?
perception check for me.
Oh.
Correct. And it's seeing.
That's 16 with 6 stunt die.
God damn it. Hold on. Are you happy with your 16? Because 16's good, but there is better. A
do you
reminder of what the guidelines look like, just so you know.
What do you guys think?
looks terrible
Should I at least bump
on
it up to
stream.
formidable here?
That looks horrible on stream. Why does it look so bad?
I may as well
Oh, there we
roll a luck die. I think
That's so
at this
sorry.
point, I'm gonna be trigger happy. I'm not worrying about this. I'm rolling a luck die. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Doxy,
okay,
Josh.
okay.
No complaints. No complaints. No
I don't know if
complaints.
I'm saying K's in
Do
groups
it-
of 3 or not. So
Do
just
these
press the
only
button.
last for this session?
No.
No.
A 16
Doxy's
is
not
a
okay with
really
it.
fucking good roll.
Yeah, but this is kind of a really important role too.
Do what
Odd
you will.
numbers are usually better.
It
Like
is
rolling
odd.
a 3 would be on fleek.
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
mad about the words on fleek that just happened, but other than that, I do think it's worth rolling it on this one.
I have that as a sound clip, by the way.
Oh,
I
no.
feel like, oh god. I feel like every time I say on fleek, I should lose a subscriber.
Encourage that. I'm trying to get partner.
No,
Dumbo.
but subscribers don't get you partner like it used to. You have the only reason why I'm not a partner is because I don't maintain 75 concurrent viewers over the course of throughout a month. It's the only reason why I'm not. It's frustrating. It's like, come on. But I'm only a third the man that I need to be.
So, are there objections to me using? The
No, roll the goddamn
luck
die. We've been waiting for 45 minutes.
All right, whatever. It's at least formidable now. That is actually probably good.
Sir, I want you to tell me how you use your stunt dice before I describe anything.
Well, is it a success here?
I want you to tell me how you use your stunt dice before I describe anything.
Okay, but they don't do anything if it's not a success. So
I got that.
Okay. 6 of them? Oy vey.
There's only 1,320 calories inside of this container. And 100 grams of sugar. Holy shit.
I actually...
I'm not going to finish this.
Okay, so...
I usually would, but not today.
I'm going to take resources at hand for 4 of them and grab tracking.
What's your research?
Perception tracking
Okay, sure.
as a focus, just in case there's tracking that follows this. And honestly, advantageous positioning twice.
Which is just in case you have to get into combat?
Well, advantageous position of your choice up to 2 yards away from the place that would normally lead to your discovery with respect to the object of your test. You may wait till the GM describes what you found, if relevant, before you choose your position. This stunt can be used multiple times on the same test. Basically, it puts me in a position that's going to be advantageous depending on what the result is, right? In terms of what I see, I can get myself into a position that's advantageous as a result.
Yeah.
You see the door open. Hours later.
Mm-hmm.
People are like acting a little strange to you.
Yep.
Because, you're sitting there like, huh. This is one of those things where a couple of shopkeepers have come out and given you that look like, why are you here?
Yep.
And you're like, hey. And you're like,
Have a nice day.
when they go back in, you see that getting that look now to them like, do I call a guard? Is he gonna rob me? What's going on?
And then I get up and I walk slightly away. And
10 feet over and sit down. Now you're closer to their shop, and they're next time they go out. Hi. Yeah. Anyways, so while you're over there looking, eventually you see, hours later, the front door open.
Mm-hmm.
It stays open for a few moments, and then you see the name of Myson walks out, turns around, it's in this slow shoveling way, and shuts the door behind it. The door must have an automatic lock on it because it doesn't manually lock the door. And then walks down into the street. Looks over. You're not exactly hidden.
No, not trying to hide.
Looks over in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
Seems maybe it notices you, maybe it doesn't. There's no like pupils or something to discern.
Mm-hmm.
There's no head to swivel, nothing like that. But it looks like it may have noticed you, maybe not. Who knows what his range of vision is?
Eating a snack, a bit of jerky, and we're just kind of chewing.
So is it nipple jerky? I don't know if you hang out with Dean still.
No. It's never nipple jerky.
Are you sure?
The goblins are not. There's not a lot of them around here.
They actually aren't. No. So goblins do exist, but we haven't yet to explore their culture yet in game. So, anyways, you make your way. You see him make his way around the building, over to where the back door is. You see him lift open the bulkhead and go into it and shut the bulkhead. Mind you, after you shuts the bulkhead, do you end up going, because he goes inside and shuts the door, do you end up walking over towards the building and investigating it any further? Or not like checking it out, but do you end up walking in that direction at all? Because he's clearly downstairs and well out of sight.
No, because there were spores in the air the last time someone went close to him, and Oscar learns from strategy and holds off for
the spores beforehand were quite visible. You see a plume come out. You did not see a plume come out. And you know that when he leaves from a certain range, being especially outdoors, they dissipate very rapidly. I'm not saying don't be cautious.
He'd just be cautious with it. He would linger, but not go right away, and then would eventually go. Yeah.
How long is linger?
Say like 2.5 minutes, maybe.
Oh, that's not crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you're like 3 hours.
No. Like 2.5 minutes. Like give time for air to dissipate. Things.
Yep. Make sure that fart smell goes away. Gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, he's got a delicate nose.
Oh, that cocaine.
True.
Wow.
Wow.
So you make your way back over there. Roll me that tracking check you were talking about.
Sure. 20 with 5 stunt die.
Are you happy with your 20?
Yes, I'm happy with the 20.
Are you sure? There is one. There's a 9.
I know,
involved?
there's one more, but let's just use those 5 stunt die for degree of success, shall we?
Yeah. Actually, you're going to be able to use those 5 stunt die not just for degree of success, because you can get potentially more from it.
Okay.
I want you to tell me how you use it, expiration, and then I will give you more information.
Okay. All right. I mean,
That's really good. Jesus Christ.
Object of your attention's good. Gives you
Object
+1.
yeah.
You could also, you know for a fact that smelling matters. You could take a focus in smelling.
That's one of the ones that I was thinking about.
Oh, I need to get rid of my empathy. That's a good reminder.
Yeah, so I guess the advantageous positioning from earlier, I'm wanting it to just apply to being able to spot whatever I'm spotting here, basically, in terms of ease. But then I think I'm gonna do. See, the thing is, like, speedy search is also just so valuable here. Is the other thing.
You're not spending a long time though. Yeah, I would say speedy search. I would say speedy search would not really help here.
Okay. Well, that's good to know then. In that case, yeah, let's do a resources at hand with grabbing the smelling focus, and then also advantageous positioning again for 1.
You got a 20. Hard for me to not give you something like that one. You walk over there and you kind of like stop over by the, I don't want to say alleyway, but the side of the building, like the corner where you saw him clearly go around, and you can see that he did go. You can see the bulkhead shut and locked and everything. You smell the air. Everything seems clear about the air. It's one of those, breathe out, take a moment, then another deep smell, inhalation, once again, to try to catch that smell. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where a small sniff and a large sniff both have different olfactory effects. Mm-hmm. And despite that, you don't smell any spores in the air. You don't get any impression of anything like that. Either way, as you're exhaling, you look over at the bulkhead door again. You can clearly see the tracks of him having walked over to the bulkhead. And just as you're like looking around to try to bring your attention to the building, you can clearly see the tracks that came off the door too. You know, the dirt and everything that kind of settles as they goes. You can imagine he probably sweeps the couple steps that are there before he opens in the morning. But either way, hold on. You see his tracks over by the bulkhead door. Those are his tracks. You see his tracks over by the front door, yeah. But you also see another set of footprints by the front door. Following those footprints down, they walked down the alleyway towards where you were sitting before. But they stopped. Not too far past where you're currently standing. And they doubled back and they went the opposite direction instead. They were small tracks, not big ones. Roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah. 11.
You know how fast Laszlo walks? Mm-hmm. You're thinking to your second, that door lingered. If somebody was walking at Laszlo's speed out of that door and it lingered, and then they were told, hold up, the mushroom man did look at you around the same amount of time it would take for somebody to stop right there before they doubled back.
Doubled back into the shop?
Went down the street the other way.
Down the street the other way. How far down can I see the tracks?
It's going to be a hard one. Every minute that passes makes tracks harder and harder to see. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to try. Granted, if you chase them and do a good roll of tracking them, you can get them fresher and fresher.
Yeah.
Scott, what size was this guy? The Nimamycin. What size was it?
Medium. Mm-hmm. He's a Mediocin.
Okay. I am gonna follow those tracks, and try and track this boy down.
Okay. You can roll me another tracking check, and you're gonna walk them, or you're gonna chase them.
It's more
Follow
of a
it,
chase,
sorry.
but it's a fast walk. Knowing how fast Laszlo walks, I'm gonna walk essentially trying to just go my normal speed, but the quick walk that Oscar does. Oh, that's rough. There's no amount of luck that can save that roll.
You follow the steps down, literally to about another block and a half or so, and then, oh God. The issue is, that probably didn't happen before they walked through here, but there's definitely a couple of drunkards that are like, you're not sure if they're fighting or rejoicing at the moment. They're just annoying and in your way. And when you finally make your way past them, you can't find the tracks anymore. They've scuffled up the dirt too much. It's hard to kind of see the impressions. They were so light. They were so faint. You lost them.
But in that case, I go back to the shop. Yeah, just walk back to the shop.
The shop's closed up for the day. Nobody's upstairs. You know that he went around.
Knock on the bulkhead.
Okay. You knock on the bulkhead door, which, because it is a metal bulkhead door, it's got the clang, 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 clang. A few moments pass, nothing happens. How long do you wait? Comfortably before you act.
He is comfortable standing there for quite a few minutes here.
I always feel uncomfortable if I knock on a door and people don't respond. I always wait probably too long, to the point where somebody's like, "No, I definitely didn't hear anything," and then they forgot they heard something by the time I knock again, because I'm like, I don't want to sound aggressive. Anyways, so a little bit after that, roll me a perception check. This is seeing. Oh no, yeah, this is seeing.
14.
You would see spores spewing out of the bulkhead.
He would take one step back to give room, obviously, for things to work there.
Do you try to avoid them, or do you allow them to fall on you?
I would like specifically reach my foot out and let it cling to my foot and just see if that does anything, and then step back.
It probably doesn't. Probably doesn't do much more than make them aware of the fact that something was there.
Well, that's
but that something could have been an Amazon package being delivered.
Sure. But at that point, are the spores just completely pouring out of this thing, or
not pouring out? The further
so I could put my foot down and tap on the door again with a light knock with my foot. Then I'll do that without getting into the spores there.
Okay, so it's kind of like you let the spores settle and you tap again.
Yep.
The spores plume out again.
Mm-hmm. Fine. He actually shouts that and wafts them, just a light wafting into his nose.
There you go. Like when you really enjoy your own. Never mind. So you So you waft them to you. You breathe it in, and it takes a moment, and you hear. I may not rest where and when you do, but rest is necessary. Why is it that you are disturbing me when I am looking to rest?
Well, I'm wondering. This is all in my can I because Chris Ellen explained this to some extent, some kind of telepathy. Can I try and think these words to this thing?
Roll an intelligence check, sir.
Sure. 12.
You try to think these things, and the response would be, use your voice. I can understand you.
All right. I'm hoping we could just speak privately.
I am private.
No, I am not. I am out on a street presently.
You can understand the trepidation I must be feeling for this encounter.
Of course.
Then you will understand why these doors will not open.
Yes, I will understand. I'd ask you to reconsider just because of the nature of what I'm about to ask you about.
that definitely, because you're. Let me actually roll on that one because they're terrible at this. Oh no, actually they're very wise. They just have no charisma.
I relate.
Wow. Was there some discovery or revelation that you were looking to share with me?
Well, that depends on if you consider footprints a discovery.
Leave. Come back. When the moon is highest.
Fair enough. And Oscar just walks away.
Okay.
He said he would be right here, and
Are you standing there? Laszlo. Hi.
yeah. Oh, there you are. Hey.
There's a shopkeep while Laszlo could just settled up on a barrel. The shopkeep looks at
Swinging my
looks at him
legs.
like gives you this look like something's wrong.
I'll look around me. Like,
And as you're doing that, that's when he comes over. Hey, Laszlo.
hey.
The guy's like, goes back in.
Oscar gives him a nice wave and just kind of like a smile and a nod, like way too polite, like more polite than you've ever seen Oscar, Laszlo.
What is up with that?
I'm not sure. He's been coming out and looking at me all day. I think he might have a crush. Anyways, he asked me to come back when the moon is highest.
You spoke to him. Why?
Because he came out of the shop. I walked over there, discovered some tracks of a small individual about your size. That led before him, stopped precisely when the individual saw me, and then doubled back the other way.
Back into the shop.
Not into the shop, down the street the other way. I couldn't follow them. Unfortunately, some drunkard messed up the tracks.
Understood. So illusion magic. They're
Some kind of
invisible.
invisibility.
Yes.
It's dangerous.
What size tracks?
Your size.
We
I
should,
suspect a trap.
is there a back door?
Basement door.
Maybe we should keep an eye on that.
I would suggest you do.
Okay. We'll do then. I don't know what to say.
How are things going?
Chris Ellen's being amazing as always. I didn't.
Oh, looks like the
Think-
shopkeep's not the only one with a crush.
No. Well,
I'm just joking with you, Laszlo.
Yeah. I mean, she's gorgeous, of course. But I'm too old for her.
Right, fair enough.
I can't imagine being this delighted
For a man
to
4
accompany a man.
times.
Yeah.
5 times now. Oh yeah, probably.
Wait, so hold on. How old is Crystalline?
She's 28.
Oh.
Jesus fuck.
9
12
times.
9
9 times. Oh. Okay, I'll keep an eye on the back door. Do you want me to accompany you?
When the time comes, absolutely.
Okay.
Fully suspect that I'm going to get murdered, so
I doubt that, Oscar. They might consider it. Attacking you would be very foolish. But
attacking
before we...
me in a town where I have absolutely no backup is actually not that foolish at all. Having you by my side would be very helpful.
Words hurt. I'm just
This is why
gonna...
I'm saying, by my side, Laszlo, I would appreciate it so that I have that backup. Do you
All right, I'm
understand?
gonna go keep an eye on the back door.
What is the tavern called? Where you got the room?
I don't know. The fungus and the fawn.
It's
And
Glug Mug with 2 G's. Oh, the inn, not the tavern.
the end, yeah.
called the fungus and the fawn in this town? What? All right. Well, I'll go look for that. I'll go look for that in.
Waxy's dogging.
No.
I guess I'm going to look for the fungus and the fawn.
It's called Death Dealer.
I'm gonna go and talk to a guard and ask about the fungus and the fawn because that's what I was told.
I made that. Death dealer. There you go.
So you ask a guard, "Hey, sir, I'm looking for the fungus and the fawn," and he places a hand on your shoulder and goes, "Oh."
I think you have a misunderstanding.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I apologize if I gave the wrong impression.
Stamina?
What?
Anyways,
I'm going to leave. I'm gonna go find Death Dealer, the inn, and see about setting up in a room, the room that Laszlo got, just to prepare weaponry, I guess, just in case.
I got your polisher staff, no problem.
Yep. Spear. Thank you very much.
Spear. Wow.
Come on now.
That was honestly a mistake. So I swear, I meant spear. This is the weapon you use. The other one didn't make sense. So
Totally.
yeah, you go do that. You're just gonna sit there and watch, Josh.
The back door. I'm gonna keep an eye on the back door until
Nobody
midnight.
comes out it.
There's
Nobody goes
way
into
too
it.
much entendre happening right now.
No, I think you're not enough is the word you're looking for there.
Once more with feeling.
So not what is this saying? There's not you watch the back door. Nobody comes out of it that you can tell. Josh, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
I believe you.
you.
To be fair, I have that special ability with my eyes.
Jump in the line.
It's +2.
Body in time.
Josh. Somebody comes, you see people like walking by, night goes, it gets late, there's less people walking. One person happens to walk by, drunk. Another one happens to walk by, dirty hobo. Another person happens to walk by. Something seems off about them. The way that they walk, it just seems...
Is it a shuffle step?
No, it's not the way that they walk, it's their movements. They seem too precise, too calculated. It's one of those things where it's hard to tell with the goggles in the way, but they seem a little off. The walk does. Would you look without your goggles for a moment?
Yes. If I think what you're implying is what I think it is, yes, I would.
When you
I would
lift
raise them up and try again.
When you lift the goggles up off of your eyes, maybe rest them just above your brow, whatever it is, and looking in that direction, you can see that it has too brilliant of a shimmer compared to everything else around it. The color is too bright. It's color how you remember it. Color how you always knew it until it's beautiful. But it's not real.
Can I see through it, or do I just see that?
Person walking by, definitely, whatever it is not what you're actually seeing walk by.
Interesting. I will tail it.
Sure. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a stealth, because you're trying to be snigger.
Is that Dex?
Of course.
12.
Not bad. So you're following this thing, and they turn around a corner, and you follow with them, and then they turn around another corner. And, you're in a street, not an alley, don't misinterpret it, but it's nighttime, it's late. There's nobody else around. And of course, that's when you have to,
Roll initiative.
No. I need you to make me a willpower check. But before you do...
Is it self-discipline?
I don't have anything, so...
Cool,
that's
just
why I was
remember willpower.
Oh,
really
baby! It's a 20! With 5!
I am a mage, though. My willpower is high.
My God! Okay, well, holy crap. Those 5 stunt dice I will take to use. You feel something overcome your mind that you are not only easily able to, try to overcome your mind. Not only are you easily able to, push aside the effect, you're also able to analyze and understand exactly what just happened. Somebody just tried to use a sleeping spell on you. Somebody just tried to drop you where you stood by having you pass out as you went. You're very familiar with the spell. It's a slumber. This is Congress magic. What do you do?
Fuck.
The whatever's in front of you walking continues to walk.
I jolt them.
The thing in front of you?
Yeah.
You throw a jolt at the person in front of you, and it's great. You actually hit it. Actually, you don't hit it. You did hit it. No, you didn't. No, you hit it, but it went through it because it's just an illusion and nothing else that's there. And the jolt continues to travel until it ends up actually hitting something that was on the side of the road over there.
A chicken.
Causes a little spark of electricity, I was going to say, and then it ends up zapping a cat that's like, "Ow!" and like runs off. And the cat runs off with a tail that has no more fur on it anymore. I'm sure somebody will think it's cute and adopt it, the stupid rat. And goes running off down an alleyway, screeching and yowling in pain, which you can imagine is so loud it's going to wake several people up. God, I hate cats. And you realize the thing in front of you is not a person covered in an illusion, but entirely an illusion itself.
Okay. So I'm just going to look around immediately. I'm not putting my goggles back on just yet, just in case they have some type of invisibility on them.
Roll yourself a perception check.
With my bonus or without?
Just perception.
13.
Not far behind you, not really from cover. You can see behind a barrel that would stand at, Oscar's maybe thigh, which comes up to the chin of a gnome behind you, who is slowly lowering a wand that they had just used on you, but didn't succeed.
Do I have time to act or no?
You can see that they're wearing Congress clothing. You're welcome to roll initiative if you'd like. You can choose to speak too. You clearly are aware of that.
Well,
they're lowering the wand.
I'm not going to attack directly, but I will pull out my wand and I'll have it at the ready. And I'll say,
when you pull out your wand, which is obviously a fairly quick grab out your wand, or even if it's kind of steady to it, they raise it back up and aim it towards you.
Yeah, I'll just hold it at the ready and I'll say, why are you trying to cast magic on me? In Gnomish.
Of course. And the gnome calls back, which is a dangerous conversation to speak. Fun thing about speaking Gnomish when you're dealing with non-gnomes is that Gnomish is the language of magic. So for most magics, at least Congress taught magic. So it's easy for somebody who's speaking Gnomish to slip into casting a spell in somebody who doesn't have that as like a native or very well-practiced tongue. It would be difficult for them to notice that, but obviously for you guys, it wouldn't be you would notice it immediately. So anyways, he responds saying, who are you and what are you doing here?
Are you selling or giving the Paradel military magic items?
That wand. Are you Congress?
I was.
Retired? You don't look old.
I left.
Narrows its eyes. It's a distance from you. About 50 feet or so. Sorry, we use meters in this game. About 22 meters or so, right? And narrows its eyes at you. Not 22, 18. 18? Is that better? 18 is better. 17.
Better.
Yeah. I was way off there. Sorry, I was doing pound conversion. So anyways, 17 meters or so. And so looks to you and says, you've been here long.
No, I'm traveling through. But I've noticed that the Perrin are using magics that they don't understand. You know how dangerous that is.
The Perrin have all the blessings of the Congress to learn magics up to a certain tier, same as any other nation that follows the laws. That spell that you cast, what was that?
It's new magics.
You can see the grip changes in the wands. The hand twists slightly. He's ready to cast a spell. Like all of a sudden now he goes from like curious, defensive to okay, this might be an enemy. He says, "What do you mean by new magics?"
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna say it's a Maltese, and I'm gonna attack.
Sir, I'd love for you to roll initiative.
I really hope I didn't just fuck up, but we'll see.
Rest in
Dex.
peace,
Hold on, hold on,
Laszlo.
hold on.
Chris Ellen
We
really liked
hardly
you.
knew ye.
Josh, you can roll for initiative next week.
Okay.
Fuck
Oh,
you!
I didn't realize the time.
Yeah.
Oh God. I could use a fortune's favor.
Ah!
Other campaigns that I've helped. Just saying. I'm just kidding. Don't.
I'm not. Please do.
Man, what time is this even happening at? Like, how long ago?
Oh, this is high
not
midnight.
High midnight? The
High
is
midnight.
highest in the sky right now? Good, perfect. Ideal timing then.
He's sitting there like.
Wow.
Arcade Congress. Attacks at midnight.
Good.
Oh. All right, chat. Remember this. Next week, you can help Laszlo die.
Or survive. You wouldn't want to see Chris Ellen with a broken heart, would you?
Only you can prevent Paradel fires.
I mean, look, if you kill Laszlo, then Baslo is gonna come in, and then
All I will say is that Laszlo's arc has a lot left to go, and killing him now would be a really unfortunate thing, I think, for the story. So
It would be a bummer,
if you want a good story coming along, don't trump card him.
If you trump card kill him, he just makes another Bellum. Is that his name?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
He'll make a Kieran.
Oh God.
So I'm on Funny One. You can find me at.
Baslo.
There was no way because he saw that I used different magics. He was gonna, even if it didn't
He
go
was
to a
either
fight,
gonna report.
something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So-
Can we make it Razro?
Razro, Zaslo.
I thought it was funny that you assumed it was somebody with an illusion on themselves, like a disguised self versus like a minor or major illusion walking.
I was assuming, because of the footprints that we saw before, that they had an illusion on them previously, and the only reason we noticed was because of footprints.
They did have an
I
illusion
didn't-
on them. Invisibility.
Yeah. I didn't think to look at, like when I was following it, to look at the footprints. I should have.
Fair enough.
So,
You would have seen none.
yeah.
All right. So go ahead, Josh. Oh, guys, you have to remind me before the stream starts. I don't care about you, Josh. It started today. By
More
today, I
viewers
mean an
now than
hour
at the
ago.
beginning of the show. If it makes
Tomorrow
you
morning.
feel any better.
You should
Yeah.
do both.
Tomorrow
Should do
morning.
Not tomorrow morning. It's the third now. Give it to me now.
In 2 hours because it's PST because we're a BC company.
Ew.
So yeah.
Well, but
Look, I
all
also
these-
need to.
all
I need
these-
to finalize a couple things. So you want me to take those 2 hours?
Yeah,
'cause
but
I'm
all
working.
this time is like UTI or whatever that time is over there.
Urinary tract infection.
Urinary tract
Thought the same
infection.
thing. That's
Yeah.
Ollie's
You meant-
time.
You meant
Oh,
UTC.
It's Neil's too.
Are you looking
UTI.
for? Are you looking? Okay. Well, anyways, yeah,
Or
Schism.
UCT? I don't
Uh,
remember. Sorry.
We are launching Schism, our board game, which I will again show the box for
Show
here.
it to me, Daddy.
So this is launching on Kickstarter tomorrow, like literally in like 2 hours. It'll be available you can start ordering it on Kickstarter.
It's so fucking cool, guys. I'm sorry, Will. It's so fucking cool, guys.
It is. Actually, I will just open this up just for a moment here. I'm going to show one spoiler. Get one.
We got one spoiler last week, so that means there's to be a different spoiler this week.
Mm-hmm. So, one of the things...
And we still have to see last week's.
Part of the game is hex tiles that you use to play a strategy game. It is a skirmisher. It is a lot of fun. It's actually a ton of fun to play. So this is a magical tile. Hold on. Let me see if I can...
Oh!
Okay, really that's weird. Wrong kind of magic! One moment. Hold on. Let me
New magics.
New magics.
My eyes.
This is
my
Maltese
eyes.
magic. Sorry, hold on one moment. Let me just.
I thought the bomb was about to go off again.
Let me quickly change that so you guys can see it a little bit more clearly now. So these hex tiles are used as the squares of movement, essentially for
Terrain.
Terrain, and these are part of the way that you structure the game. They are unique in their ways, which is great. There are a bunch of them. You can reorder them and reorganize them however you want. The game is meant to be replayable in basically as much as you want, because it's going to be different terrain every time if you want it to be.
Like Settlers of Catan.
Sort of, yeah. It's got that kind of feel to it. You can definitely mix things up. It is a 1v1 strategy game. It is a tabletop skirmisher. It's a ton of fun. We've actually played a lot of it ourselves as well at this point, because it is a lot of fun to play.
The name is just awesome. I just love the names.
It's really good. Schism, Immolation of Oath and Fur. If you're interested, I'll actually put in the Kickstarter link in chat. You can follow it so that you can be notified about exactly when it goes live, which will be soon. It's basically as soon as I finish doing all of the last little touch-ups that I need to do on the project to get it ready to go. And yeah, it's very exciting. I'm super excited. There is going to be a ton of information available on the Kickstarter, so just give it a read through when it launches. And if you're interested, it would mean the world to us if you supported and shared it with your friends who are interested in this kind of game. We are working hard to make this a career, and it is hugely important. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see all of your reactions for it. That's where I'm at. So, yeah.
Have a skizzygasm.
There you go.
So, who's next?
Josh.
Hi, I'm a funny one.
Doxy, you're more interesting.
I'm really not. I'm just louder. Hi, I'm Zero Doxy. I'm a disgusting human being. You can find me at twitch.tv/ZER0DOXY. You will hear a lot of this. From the, I don't drop trow and like. Anyway, you can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/ZERODOXY. And by the way, every time you pledge to that Kickstarter, I'll think of you the next time I kiss my boyfriend.
Wait, every time you pledge?
Every time somebody pledges, I will think of that person.
Josh,
wait, hold
pledge as many times as you possibly can.
Doxy,
$1,001 pledges.
If I pledge,
we'll take it.
Can you bring me up to your boyfriend so he thinks of me while he
Absolutely.
kisses you? Okay, good. Because now
I'll
it's
just say your name out loud
value.
so that we're both thinking of you.
Doxy puts her hair over her mouth so that it's like a beard. You know?
I do that all the time just for funsies anyway. I'm getting really good at it.
He's into it, yeah. Oh. He likes it.
Not for the kissing, just for the fun of it.
He's like Doxy, I can't come unless you do the thing.
My hair's too clean right now.
Too clean.
Yeah, you can't mimic Scott's hair right now.
I was actually just thinking, like, your hair looks super, like I'm a disgusting human. Like, her hair is, like, so clean and bone.
Her hair always is beautiful, though.
I have goddess hair straight up, though. Like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but womp womp, motherfuckers. My hair
Toot your own horn?
Shit. Like, hey! Not to toot my own fart gun, but...
I just assume it's a wig, so, you know.
Twin.
Hi. My name's Daelric.
Yeah. Good.
Is there any
This is the place.
Yeah, you found me. Congrats.
Oh,
Welcome.
I'm so mad at you, Scott.
You know where you should be? You should be here. That's the place you should be. That's the best place. Spamming chat is everybody's favorite thing. So, if you're not there, go there. Because it's where the cool kids hang out. I'll go to sleep now. Contemplate ways that you can kill Josh. Bye, everybody.
Don't kill me, guys.
Please don't do
Save
it.
his life, Steve. Only you can save Josh's.
Steve,
I'm
I owe you
begging
all
you.
those. I owe you all those daddies, Steve, from the 20 gift subs. So thank you.
As your beef twin, I am begging you, save my friend.
I'll give you the daddies, Steve. You do what Steve does best. What's the what's
No,
the gift?
no. Steve is the universal trump card.
Steve is the Chaos Rain gif with the fox. I don't even know where that came from, but with the fox or whatever it is, Chaos Rain. What's that from?
Elmo? Are you talking about Elmo?
No,
With
the
fire?
Chaos. No, the
It's definitely some sort of RPG.
it's Chaos Rain Fox. What did I make it to? Wait, did I make it to? What do you mean? I don't know what you're asking, Death Dealer. Hold on. Chaos Rain GIF. Am I crazy?
Or
Yeah,
poor
this thing.
Will has
This
work to do, and you're like,
This thing.
I'm already working. It's fine.
oh, that looks sad.
Yeah, what's that
I don't
from?
like that GIF. I don't know.
You know
It
what
looks
that's from?
animatronic though. It doesn't look real.
Yo, foxes look freaky as fuck when they
Mm-hmm.
do
It usually
their.
has the red Chaos Rains. Nobody knows what that's from?
No.
No idea.
That's from.
Okay, well, it's a
It looks
gift
like a
that you
meme I missed out on or something.
I'm gonna
You
have to
have a
visit
bunch of
Million
messages. Why don't you read them out on?
Oh yeah, sure. Here we go. Honestly, all is fun. No. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Mage fight.
Oh, we should probably raid somebody. So why don't you, not be a douche and stick around to say hi to somebody. Let's share some love.
Rena's on.
It's
when
fun.
I get
Oh, Rena's on. Rena's on.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Rena's on.
Aw. Let's go
I think she's
celebrate the
finishing.
queen. Who
I
cares?
think she's finishing.
Let's go celebrate the queen before she disappears.
Is she
We can give her
finished?
love, and then she can give love to.
No, finishing the storyline of Resident Evil.
Yeah. You're right.
So raid Rena. Let's do this. Why aren't you clicking yet?
I don't know what you want from me, Scott.
I want more people. Spam chat. Let's go.